Hey everybody, this is Perch. Let's get right to this mail. It says, Perch, I know you don't like to hear this from people, but you need to face the facts. You are a fence sitter, and if anything, you lean with the wokes. God damn it! It's too early in the morning for this shit. You lean with the wokes. Your constant defense of comic professionals as being kind, gentle, and caring about fans. What channel? What channel are you listening to? Uh, you see, Scott, it's totally safe to come on the show. See, fuck, Judge. Anyway, even though there is plenty of evidence that they intentionally abuse, misuse, and attack fans and the characters we love on a daily basis. I'm sure you're over on Blue Sky. Comic creators have started to go there, and it is exactly what you'd expect. The fans are the punching bag, and the creators constantly are laughing at us. Why do you defend this? Because you have a sick need to be liked by comic professionals. We have your number. I don't think you do. I've never gotten a text from you, sir. We have your number. Why don't you just pack it in rather than continuing to infect other parts of the internet with your left-wing point of view? I used to like the Thinking Critical Saturday shows, but whenever I see that they have made the mistake of inviting you on, I know it's going to be another drone boring fest from comics Principal Skinner. Oh, that hurts. Is it me? No, it's the children. Damn. See, that's the only insult that hurts here. Comics Principal Skinner. I take a lot of shit on this show from you assholes. All right, anyway, let's wrap this up. I know you won't have the guts to read this on here. God damn it, that baits me every time. Actually, I didn't read all that really down this mail. I read the beginning. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll read this mail, and then I missed the Principal Skinner bit. It's probably why it hit so hard. Anyway, I'm a cool dad. I'm not. Well, whatever. That's just what I like to tell myself. All right. What? Fuck you and fuck your family. Okay. Anyway, fair enough. All right. Everybody hates Perch. I do know. That's not entertaining mail. There's nothing really to go into it. I don't know what to say. I say just below the belt with my family. Oh man, that's not cool. I mean, look, do what you got to do. Wes invites me on his show every now and then on the panels, and I know I'm disappointing people. You ever have that feeling like you go and you do something, and you know that you're pissing people off because Wes has, I'd say in the Venn diagram. First of all, I think Wes is a great guy. I'm looking forward to seeing him at some point, not this summer, next summer. I guess we're out of summer now. But I'm looking forward to seeing him and his family and hopefully hosting them and having a good time. But I like the guy, and he and I kind of came up through YouTube sort of together. He had a head start on me. And he's a machine of doing the live stream shows and everything else, and more power to him. I think that's awesome. But it is, I do think twice when he invites, because I'm like, I'd like to talk to Wes, but there are some people who are they're not into it. They're just not happy. And it's because Wes tends to be, and I don't say this as a negative, but he goes, I go more but why is it this way? And get kind of, sometimes, it's good. Sometimes it's too myopic and, get kind of staring at, your own navel type exercises. But I tend to go there. I'm like, okay, this is clearly dumb. He does a really good job of calling out dumb, and I do. But let's figure out why it's dumb, and so it's different as a different strokes for different folks, as they would say. But anyway, thanks for listening, my friends. No, we're not going to end the video there. I think there's one part. I guess if there's one piece I'll pull out of this mail, which is why I actually started. I'm not in the business just reading hate mail. I don't get much hate mail. I get some. There's one YouTuber that directs a lot of people my way, and thanks for that. But it's the comment of need to be liked. Now, you don't know me. The vast majority of you listening right now have never met me, and you don't know nobody knows what's in anybody's heart. So I'll use trust me, bro logic. I don't care about being liked. I have a very, very, very small group of friends that I like, close friends. And, I try and spend time with them, and I'm fairly much an introvert. I mean, my idea of a peaceful time is alone, so either kind of climbing a mountain, walking in a forest, fishing. That would be more my speed. So but this idea of need to be liked, I think there is something to that in the broader comic sense. And I think it's not just, creators wanting to be liked by fans. I think there's certainly, fans like to be noticed by creators. It's the whole notice me senpai kind of, feel. But it's with creators with each other as well. It's interesting to me kind of as I kind of reflect back on the years in comics, you get somebody like, and I'll use Donny Cates as example. Back in, I don't know, 2016, 2017, I don't remember, what was the absolute zenith of Cates' popularity at Marvel, and probably when he did that first, Venom Carnage crossover with Spider-Man. It was not King in Black, but the one before that. Absolute Carnage, was it? Anyway, one of those. And Cates was somebody that I watch other creators, other artists, other writers kind of, tie themselves into knots to try and get close to Cates. I want to be liked by Cates. I want Cates to notice them. And it was, it was fascinating to me. But definitely you see that in Comic-Cons. You see this pecking order. Today, Cates is kind of one step above, the Black Plague in terms of people wanting to be around him. At least, but there is this desire to be liked for clout. And I think, based on who's the person everybody's chasing after, I think it creates a pretty negative ripple effect in comics. So if there's a creator that is the hot thing at the moment, and you will see a bunch of other artists and writers start to kind of mimic or ape that style, and it can, in many cases, sometimes style is just not good, and sometimes it's a case of one person knows how to do it, but all the copycats do it really poorly. And I think there's you notice in comics there is this kind of a lot of fish follow one fish type of behavior, which I've always found relatively fascinating, because in the creative world, typically you want to one of the big hallmarks of that is originality. I do my own thing. I take no orders from anyone, kind of thing. And in comics, there is far more of a there is more of a almost cliquish, need to be liked, need to be accepted. It's why when you see, people on Twitter, or I guess now it's I don't know. People seem to be migrating to Blue Sky. I don't know if that will hold. I don't know if they'll people actually go there, but you're seeing a few people go there, and I think that it's kind of it's counter. I wonder sometimes if one of the problems in comics is that you have people acting against their nature. Creativity is best when it is original, and when it's not traced off of porn, Great Land, or when I'm just kidding. He does good work. But when it's people are carving off and doing things on their own. But if you have a culture and environment that really, leans into people's desire or need to be liked and accepted, then you have a bunch of people who are, built and born to work on characters and work on stories that are new and unique, while simultaneously trying to fit in with the crowd. And I think anytime you have, a place where somebody's acting against their own natural instincts, it rarely goes well, and it feels awkward, and it comes out in the work. And I just, as a theory, I'm wondering if that's part of what's going on there. But anyway, that need to be liked. I'm part of, as any listener on this show would know, I'm part of Gen X, so I actually get, almost irrationally mistrustful when I am liked. I like when somebody's like, "Wow, you did a good job." My first immediate thought is not pride. It's like, what is this person trying to manipulate me with right now? It's this immediate mistrust. It's very much a, I don't know. It's very much a hallmark. Nope, never. Like kind of the topic I was just talking about. I like to consider myself an original, unique person. But there's reasons why there's personality traits that are prototypes or archetypes, and Gen X people, they mistrust compliments. It is a staple. So there you have it. But anyway, need to be liked. Do you feel you need to be liked? Do you think is there something to this? I think there's. Again, this goes to what I was saying earlier. Other people will call out this is bad. I get very hung up on, but why is it bad? And I think there's a psychology here that lends itself to a little bit of the clue. But anyway, maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, but you don't need to like me. Just you don't even need to subscribe. I don't fucking care what you do. And thanks for listening.